You think you can heal, but you're waiting for them to apologize, to finally see what they did, to give you closure. That's the trap. Here's what nobody tells you about healing from emotional abuse. Closure doesn't come from the person who broke you. It comes from you deciding they no longer get to control your story. Let me explain. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. You need closure to move on. But here's the brutal truth. Closure is a fairy tale sold to keep you stuck. Think about it. You're waiting for your abuser to suddenly develop self-awareness, empathy, and accountability. The same person who gaslit you, manipulated you, made you question your own reality, you expect them to hand you peace on a silver platter. They won't. And even if they tried, even if they gave you the perfect apology, it wouldn't fix what's broken inside. Because the damage wasn't just about what they said or did. It was about what they took from you, your trust, your voice, your sense of safety. Closure isn't a conversation. It's a decision. It's the moment you stop replaying their words in your head. Stop checking their social media for proof they're suffering too. Stop waiting for validation that it was real or that it was abuse. You give yourself that validation. That's closure. But here's where it gets tricky. After abuse, your nervous system is on high alert. Every raised voice feels like danger. Every moment of silence feels like abandonment. You've been conditioned to scan for threats, to shrink, to disappear. Healing means rewiring that. Start small. Notice when you feel safe. Maybe it's sitting alone with your coffee in the morning. Maybe it's a specific friend who never makes you explain yourself. Maybe it's a playlist that doesn't trigger memories. Document these moments. Your brain needs proof that safety exists. Then practice boundaries, not with them, with everyone. Because post-abuse, your boundaries are shattered. You say yes when you mean no. You tolerate disrespect because it feels familiar. You let people cross lines because you're terrified of conflict. Start saying no to small things. No, I can't meet up today. No, I don't want to talk about this. No, that doesn't work for me. Each no rebuilds your inner walls. Each boundary reminds your nervous system, I'm protecting myself now. But you also need to flood your life with evidence of your own reliability. Keep promises to yourself. If you say you'll take a walk, take the walk. If you say you'll journal, journal. Your subconscious is watching. Are you someone you can trust? This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing yourself that unlike them, you won't abandon you. And that brings us to the most underrated part of healing. Forget bubble baths and face masks. Real self-care after abuse is unglamorous. It's forcing yourself to eat when you have no appetite. It's getting out of bed when every bone in your body wants to hide. It's choosing therapy over isolation even when talking feels impossible. Here's the framework that actually works. Morning anchor. One non-negotiable action within 30 minutes of waking up. Not checking your phone. Not replaying yesterday's triggers. Something grounding, stretching, drinking water, 5 deep breaths. This tells your brain, today is different. Today I'm in control. Emotional check-ins. Set 3 alarms throughout the day. When they go off, pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where do I feel it in my body? What do I need in this moment? This rebuilds your connection to yourself, the connection abuse severed. The release ritual. Every evening, write down 3 things that happened today that weren't about them. 3 moments where you were present, where you laughed, where you felt even 10% alive. Your brain is biased toward pain. You have to manually redirect it toward evidence of healing. The boundary audit. Once a week, review. Who made me feel small this week? What situations drained me? Where did I say yes but mean no? Then adjust. Healing isn't passive, it's strategic. And here's the secret most people miss. Self-care isn't about feeling good. It's about building a life where you're no longer available for abuse. Where red flags are visible because you're not desperate. Where manipulation doesn't work because you trust yourself more than you fear being alone. That's the real work. Not closure from them. Not an apology. Not revenge or justice or watching them fail. The real work is becoming someone who would never tolerate what you once normalized. Someone who loves themselves enough to walk away the first time, not the 15th. You're not broken, you're breaking free, and that's not the same thing. Have you started your healing journey? What's one boundary you've set recently that made you feel stronger? Drop it in the comments. Your story might be the permission someone else needs. Want more tools for rebuilding after trauma? Follow for psychology that heals, not just informs.